Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sonal Anand. I'm a consultant psychiatrist at Wockhardt Hospital, Mira Road, Mumbai. So basically, I am a doctor and I have done my specialization in psychiatry. Now, I am here on this beautiful and inspiring platform, Mompreneur Circle, to talk about what we women need to know about stress. Now, stress has been our companion since ancient times, and how we react to stress can be really important in our day to day life, also, and in a life and death situation as well. Now, today I'm going to talk about the mechanism of how stress works on our body and how our body physically responds to it. Right. So now, when we are facing stress, there is a change that takes place in the brain. A neurotransmitter is released from the brain and it works via our nervous system to make certain changes in the body. Now, these changes start with the eyes. The pupils dilate so that your vision improves. The heart it starts pumping faster so that more blood supply can be given to the muscles for an increased reaction. After that, the blood pressure also increases. Some amount of blood of glucose is released into the bloodstream so that the muscles have an increased blood supply. Now, along with this, some amount of cortisol is also released by the brain, and this reaction it will continue. Now, this sort of stress reaction was important during the ancient times when we were facing a do or die situation, like when we were cavemen and we had to do hunting. So, when there was a tiger or lion in front of us, our reaction was either to kill it or to run away from it. And for either of the two responses, you needed to have this sympathetic nervous system in drive to get into a successful mission. So, since we had this drive within us, it has evolved for many years and many centuries like this. But somehow things have changed now, and the stresses that we are facing are much different than what we were facing before. And we never faced a chronic stress in this manner. So now when we face chronic stress, the body is in a continuous overdrive, and this is what is releasing certain hormones and certain chemicals which is causing wear and tear and which is doing a lot of damage to our bodies. Now physically, when we are under continuous amount of stress, the blood pressure can be increased for a longer length of time, and it can lead to the systemic hypertension, a blood pressure problem. You can get continuous heartbeats which are felt as palpitations. Then some people are more predisposed to certain conditions like asthma, or the way stress affects your brain is also different. It makes you more predisposed to depression first and foremost. Now, there are certain signs of depression that are due to stress, like feeling sad the whole day, or unable to do your routine, whatever it is that you do in the day, not being able to sleep, not being able to eat properly. In certain conditions, if depression increases a lot, you are predisposed to a lot of negativity, and there's a sense of worthlessness and a sense of hopelessness, and some people even get suicidal thoughts, and some people even act on it. Like we've seen recently, the cases of suicide have been increasing a lot in this past 2-3 months during the lockdown. So now, apart from the brain, now we know that this continuous stress is acting on our body in various ways, and apart from increasing the wear and tear, it changes you psychologically as well. Stress is known to make you prone for certain habits also, like some people tend to go towards alcohol or increase smoking. In young generation, I see a lot of girls also going towards alcohol and smoking because of peer pressure and continuous stress, and they feel that these are the best stress busters they have. This is definitely not true, and it is a maladaptive feature. We must make sure that we know how to handle the stress that is there in our body, and since we are the head of the family as a woman in the house, we should know how to deal with our own stress so that we can help our children and the other people in our family also to learn how to deal with their stresses. Stress in a little amount is okay. It is required for that motivation, when you are catching that last local train to your destination and you need to run a little faster. So that small amount of stress that you need to motivate yourself at that time to save yourself, that little amount is good. But when that stress crosses a small amount and it is continuous, that is when the body and the mind start maladapting, and that is when you should realize that you are going through chronic stress. So if you do think that you can't handle this chronic stress, it's okay to see a doctor. It's okay to talk someone, to a family member, or someone who's close to you. It's okay to seek online help if you feel that you cannot handle this chronic amount of stress. But the thing is, you should not cocoon yourself. Talk about it to someone you know, or some online help, and get through with it.